In many occasions, we will need to interact with an API, whether it's to your cloud, an application, or even a hardware device. In this session, we will have a look on how to define this in your protocol definition and also what's happening in the background. Let's have a look. To start off, we're going to have a look at the end result. What do we want to achieve? Well, in this session, we're going to focus on setting up the connection, understanding what's happening under the shelf. So we're going to print out the response. We're not yet going to process it. It's very simple. Send out something, our request, and retrieve it, print it on screen. We have 2 examples set up, so let's have a look at those in DataMiner itself. First one, very simple. We're going to connect to our Skyline website. This could be any website, API, IP. It's configurable in your element. The idea is that when we hit the send request button, we're going to retrieve our homepage. So you can see here the status code. This is saying we have a connection and we have our starting page. As mentioned, we're not going to process anything yet. We're simply going to set up the connection, send out that request, and post here what we see. In case I wanted to send out to a different website, I can simply change my IP address in my element. The second example that we have is CoinMarketCap, which is an open source. I will show you the documentation in a bit. But for this, we need to pass along an access key. When I hit the send request, same principle applies. We're going to retrieve the information that is available. Now let's start with this simple get example. What's happening in the protocol definition, and how do I make sure that I receive this information? For this, we're going to have a look in our Visual Studio.